Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to another episode of Airing It Out with Ari. um, so in my last video, I talked about how I made a cross-country move from Florida to the upper Midwest of the United States. And I really just wanted to give a little bit of background, I guess, of my life, kind of growing up. I traveled down the entire East Coast, and what brought me here up to this upper Midwest state. So first and foremost, I was born in upstate New York, and when I was 7 years old, I was moved to North Carolina because one winter, my mom and I were living in an apartment complex, and I remember this like it was yesterday. We went outside to go to school, go do whatever, go leave the house, and where we were parked, we had really steep sidewalks. So like the car ground, the ground that the car was parked on was down here, and the sidewalk was really, really steep. So you had quite drop off to get on that ground to get into the car, if that makes sense. Anyway, I opened my car door and threw my backpack in, whatever I had in my hands, into the car. And when I went to take a step down, thankfully I was hanging on to where like the door meets the car, and for whatever reason, and I was hanging onto that, and I took a step down, and my feet, both of them, went out right from underneath me and right under the car, the running car, mind you. So at that point, my mom was like, I'm done with the winter and the snow and the ice and the cold and blah, blah, blah. So she had a best friend at the time who lived in North Carolina, and we packed up our stuff and rode down there, moved in. But here's the kicker. We moved to North Carolina to get away from the snow, only to live in a place that has ice storms, literal ice storms. There's ice on the power lines as thick as like ever. I can't even begin to explain this. Everything was ice, and you needed a generator specifically because the ice on the power lines got so heavy that that's what caused the power to go out for days. So that was fun. Anyway, coming up to 12 years old, my mom was dating this guy, and he was diagnosed with bipolar disorder, and he was unmedicated. I was actually supposed to leave for a church baseball game, which, if you know me, yes, I went to church. And for some reason, I didn't go. There was something, just I didn't want to go. I had been excited about it, and then when the day came, I was just not feeling it. Something was drawing me to stay home. Well, I'm really glad that I did, because my mom and that ex-boyfriend were in the kitchen getting me and his son, who was 6 at the time, lunch prepared. And I remember watching TV on the couch with the son, and hearing like whispering and scuffling around, and finally I heard, under like very strained whispers, my name being called. And I walked out there to see my mom in a headlock, and I don't know what went through my 12-year-old head. I started hitting this man. Now, mind you, I'm 5'2". I've been 5'2" since I was like 11. I have not grown. Anyway, and this is a full-grown man, probably close to 6 foot tall, and my mom is actually smaller than me. She's like 5 foot nothing. So started hitting him in his face, and whatever prompted him, he let her go, and cops were called, blah, 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 blah. So anyway, my mom called my grandfather, told him what had occurred, and he responded with, well, I can either come up there from Florida with a moving van or a 12 gauge shotgun. I ended up in Florida for 20 years of my life. So you see which one she chose. In Florida, like I just said, I was there for 20 years and grew up in a small town. Everyone knew each other. Everyone knew each other's business. You go to Walmart and it's a high school reunion kind of feeling. Loved the town itself though. Cute little quaint beach town. Loved it. Anyway, moved down to South Florida as an adult, and that's where I met my ex. And we fell for each other very quickly. Things progressed extremely fast. Got pregnant with our firstborn 2 months into our relationship. Don't advise doing that. And yeah, you know, we tried to make things work. The oldest was born in 2020. Shout out those pandemic babies. And then our secondborn was born in 2022. So we were together for about 5 years, tried everything to make it work, and that topic will be a completely different video. Maybe a little bit later down the road, because again, not trying to trauma dump on you on our second date. Anyway, so I left him. Toxic relationship. I ended up leaving after some stuff had happened, and my only family that had anywhere for me to go was in the state where I am now, in the upper Midwest. And I put everything we owned in an 18-foot U-Haul and towed it on the back of my 2019 Chevrolet Traverse. I had me, my 2 toddlers, my dog, my mom, 2 kayaks strapped to the roof, and the 18-foot trailer towing behind us on a 3-day trip. So fun. Also don't advise that. Anyway, upon moving up here, I stayed with family, and then I got a full-time job within the city that I am living, and ended up finding a beautiful house that I could not be more grateful to have found, and with the landlord especially. It is a 4-bedroom, 2-bath, 2-car garage, completely fenced-in yard for $1,500 a month. Also, this is why I didn't want to stay in Florida, was because for the same amount of money, my ex and I, with our 2 kids, were in a 2-bedroom, 1-bath duplex, no sign of yard, no extra parking, nothing. And like I said, same amount of money a month, $1,500. So that just, anyway, found the home. 4 bedrooms, and you have 2 bedrooms on the top and 1 bath with the kitchen, the living room, and then on the bottom floor you have 2 bedrooms, 1 bath with like a whole living area kind of thing. So I'm gonna give you a house tour after I'm done yapping, but now my mom lives with me. We moved up here in July, and my mom came up. Now mind you, she's the one that said, I never want to live in the snow again. I don't want to live in a cold state. Well, it's 0 degrees a lot of time right now. It doesn't get past, I think the highest temp lately has been like 33, maybe 38, and that's a heat front. Anyway, so she lives with us now as my child caretaker, our chef. Just kidding, Mom, I love you. But it's not, you know, it's not a permanent thing. She's here. She has dreams of her own. She is one of those people that want to get a camper and go travel the country full time and be kind of like the nomad gypsy life. So we're trying to figure all of that out, and right now, kind of the only village that I have outside of my family that is up here, which is my stepsister, my stepdad, my stepsister's husband, and her daughter, which shout out to them because I literally don't know where I would be had it not been for them. So anyway, mom living with us it's also much easier financially because we split everything. All joking aside, it is very beneficial to me and very, very helpful. Thanks, Mom. But like I said, it's not a permanent thing, especially in this day and age. I'm a young 30-something-year-old mom who I'd like my privacy, and not that my house doesn't give us privacy, but you know. Anyway, so yeah, let me stop yapping. Here is the house tour and hope to catch you soon. Welcome to my humble abode. Here we go. When you first walk in the door, it is 2 levels. You are always greeted by the German Shepherd Pit Bull mix named Miko. Always so excited to see me. Gates are everywhere. We live by gates. If you know, you know. This is the living room. Please note our beautiful coat rack. I love how it has this big window here, lets in a little bit of natural light. Toy box. Let me rephrase that. The overflowing toy box. That drives me absolutely insane. My dining room area, pretty simple. My kitchen, with the unaesthetically pleasing stuff all on top of my fridge. Yep, that's me. Walking over to our back patio, which is one of my favorite features of the house. The entire yard is all fenced in, and when it's not snowing and not only 0 degrees outside, the boys really enjoy playing outside. Miko absolutely loves having the fenced in yard. So convenient, so excited for it. Can count the gates if you'd like. Walking through the other gate, this is my bathroom and the boys' bathroom. Walking down the hall, we're gonna go right ahead into the little man cave, and their room is purple because we rent, and the color that I'd like to paint it is green. Here is the big one's bed with all of his fluffies up there. Have a little chair in there. There's the little one's bed, and they love the lights going around their room. I put the big one's artwork hanging up on display. This is one of my favorite pieces. This is his self-portrait. Going out of their room, right across the hall would be my room. And I've been trying to make my room, as comforting and cozy as possible. I've never had that really before, and I'm so excited to be able to do it. There's Miko's cage. And we just put the lights and stuff over my bed. Shout out to Pinterest. Going back out, and I'm going to take you down to what I refer to as my mom's cave, aka her apartment. This is the only part that doesn't really belong to her. This is the big one's calm down closet, or Harry Potter closet. We have some little strung lights up here, and he just goes in there and calms down when he's having a really rough time, because toddlerhood. Mom's craft room / living room / coffee bar area. She's got so many crafts. She does make custom jewelry, so she likes having her area down here. Over there to the right is the laundry room. We don't need to see that. Mom's bathroom. And then, hey Marilyn. And then we go into the office, and this was a shared space, but I don't really use my desk anymore. I don't work from home anymore. Mom's desk, and she does work from home, so she utilizes this space a lot. This is Mom's auction setup, and some of her custom-made jewelry pieces. She's going to be starting to auction them off. So if you're interested, let me know. I can get you that link. Here's Mom's room. Mom working hard. She's always been so good at decorating. I'm a little bit envious. So many art pieces and just cute little knickknacks. Did you see that look?
And that's all she wrote.